maybe they'll get split up a little bit more. I mean, you don't the 18-foot tall guy doesn't look like he has any organic components. Wow, I got a nat 20 for the robot too.
Nice.
That's.
I mean, to be fair, he deserves it. He was there ready to shoot me in the face.
I rolled like shit for everything else though, so.
So robot, us, then everything else.
Yep.
Except for Rudge, who got a 6. Rudge, I guess that's a good time for you to be caught off guard by a plasma bolt flying by your head. I was like, oh, we're doing a thing.
I don't know. Do you have it written down?
I thought we said no because of there's still SDC.
I think you made something, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I was like, did you make the disc?
All right.
The frisbees?
That's good.
Oh, you had Willow makes you spheres. I don't know if that's the same thing, like balls. But I might be thinking of the drones.
All right. So, robot is gonna be shooting you guys.
That's a good option. It's an option I would take if I was him.
Let's see.
So, I'm not sure. Are you familiar with robot combat, Ben?
Not that much, but
okay. So here's
the gunner and the pilot have separate actions, right?
Sort of. Yes. They actually all just get added together.
Okay. Yeah, they're attacked.
He can. So depending on how you want to do initiative, it's effectively the same thing. He takes one action per turn, per person. Or they can take one action each round, and then they get to do a whole volley at the end of a whole bunch of shit.
Right, yeah. I mean, one action per person, it makes more sense.
Yep, that's always made sense, but based on rules, it can be either way, so.
Okay. Yeah, so, let's see here. He's got the...
Yep, and then, so for hand-to-hand combat, they get to add the robot training bonuses and their hand-to-hand combat bonuses, so if we get into melee.
Yeah, if you want to punch this robot, which you might want to do.
I mean, if Titanus was here, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Alright, so... Let's see, who is he going to shoot? I mean, he's definitely going to shoot Willow, because...
Yeah, I mean, Willow just started glowing, so probably...
Yeah, Willow's about to get him. So, yeah, he's just going to shoot Willow with both of his attacks.
Yep,
so the first one... so the first one is his gun that he's holding. Is just going to blast you with that. Alright, that is going to hit. Unless you want to try and dodge.
I can't waste up my attacks on that, so now I'm going to get hit by this fucking thing.
So a particle beam shoots out of it, and you take 20 mega damage from that.
Oh, my armor.
And then one of his shoulder cannons shoots you as well. Okay, so that also hits because you're point blank range. Not as well. This is a plasma ejector, though.
Yeah, I mean, so Rudge, the reason why Willow's a robot pilot is because when she gets into a robot, this game is going to drastically change. Robots are fucking scary, dude. Oh, actually, though, that's a good idea.
Yeah, just rip open the compartment. So 20 plasma damage, Willow, once you want to dodge that.
No, once too bad that's not hitting me instead
Yeah,
of
I know.
stupid,
That's what I thought. It's like, oh, he's gonna hit you with this, but
stupid armor.
once your armor is destroyed.
Yeah, that's the right way to
All
think.
right. So that's his attacks for this round.
Okay.
So it's your turn, Willow.
Okay, give me a second. Just want to do some math. That way I'm not falling behind on my lack of armor.
All right.
Okay. Oops, that is not how you do math, Blaine. Okay. So, yeah, Rudge has got a really good idea. Willow's just gonna, well, yeah, she's gonna. How far away is the robot?
The robot is like 30 feet away.
Okay, Willow's gonna do like a badass like run jump on towards this thing,
All right, sure.
and then, just quick guessing. Do you think Willow would be able to distinguish entry hatch from this thing from above? Because well, it's 18 feet tall, right? Yeah, she can jump over this thing.
Yeah, she can jump.
I could do a perception check if you want or anything.
Because
holy fuck. So 24.
24. Okay, so she definitely sees it. I assume that it's in the back.
Yeah, that's. So depending on like, again, it's all open to interpretation because they don't actually tell you. Generally, robots' chest opens up or their back opens up.
Okay.
It's completely open to the DM deciding because they don't actually ever specify. But I know a lot of designs, it's the chest that opens up, but it's completely up to you, however you want.
All right. Yeah, so you jump over and say you see like a seam in the back.
Totally going for that. So like
the robot's spine is designed to like split in half.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, so she's totally gonna like basically spend her first like part of her move jumping, and then when she sees that, she'll spend the rest of her turn, whatever you want to call it, basically getting on top of that thing. She probably won't be able to do anything this turn, but
sure. Why don't you just to simplify this, because obviously it does not want you to climb on its back.
Yeah, that is just a fair
a strike roll against its parry, and if you win, you are able to mount the robot.
Okay, 16. Not great. Damn.
Well, yeah, I rolled worse than that, so you're good.
Okay.
So you sort of like jump up over it and then like land briefly and then like jump up and like climb onto its back, and it kind of like swings one of its arms around and kind of jerks to try and get you off. But
yeah, so like she had her hands all like plasma-y because she was gonna shoot a bolt at first, so she's gonna try and use that to like dig herself into the back of the robot. Like a grip.
Yes, you kind of like melt a little bit into the plates to grip further.
Yep.
Sounds good.
This is what Willow's been waiting for.
Hug the
Metal
robot.
combat, yeah. Metal and ceramics.
All right. So that brings it to Zero's turn. Oh, poor Rudge. At least I rolled real shit for the Skullbots, so they actually go after you. Mm-hmm.
It's a good question. Does he have any grenades? Or like jet fuel stuff?
All right. So they're kind of in like a semicircle around the thing. You could get. I would say if you wanted to spend an action for that, Zero could like open the hole and like sort of toss them out in front of like one side of the line. Probably not very much, because also, I mean, I'll tell you one thing: it's definitely going to damage your environment more than because you're in the middle of like grass and wooden buildings. They're definitely not mega damage. Okay. So he's just flying up to one of the like the line of Skelebots. All right. Go ahead and give me a strike for that.
Mike Owen. Under.
Yep.
Alright, I was just gonna say I'm linking on Discord the picture of what this thing looks like on the cover art, which looks way cooler than the other artwork.
Alright. 14 is enough. So yeah, go ahead and roll damage. Yep. 20 damage. Okay. So yeah, he sort of sucks that robot partially in, and you hear like a clang as its like metal arm sort of is strained by the vortex. So it's Zero's turn. That brings it to the Power Armor dudes. Power Armor dudes are going to open fire. Right now, they're just going to open fire at... this. 3 on Rudge, and then one of them is going to do a called shot to hit Willow without risking hitting his buddy. So Rudge, these are railguns, so yeah.
That's a piece of metal being shot at you at several times the speed of sound.
Or like multiple pieces of metal for the version of railguns. They're like flechette cannons.
Yep.
Alright, so well, there's a nat 1 on one of them. No. Definitely doesn't hit. Unfortunately, the other one definitely hits. And then, wow, 2 nat 1s. That was actually very lucky. So maybe it's something about the vortex field that opens up, but the other 2 are just like way off, and they just fucking explode the shack that you guys stepped out of. Like, that shack is just toothpick splinters. And the bolts like sink into the ground, and just like boom, dust and dirt just like explodes up around the battlefield. The first one, however, did hit, and that is going to be 30 damage. And then the one against Willow. These guys suck. He missed. He didn't roll another nat 1, but he missed. God, what the hell. Alright, well, that was their turn.
I'm not so afraid of these collision guys anymore.
Yeah, suddenly they just have totally shit aim.
This is literally Star Wars all over again, where like the Empire's supposed to be super duper badass, then you get to the movies and they're just garbage.
Goddamn plot armor. Alright, Rudge, it's your turn.
Oh my god, Rudge, if I ever make a robot that we can both pilot together, we're gonna name it Plot.
Yes.
Yep.
They're about 40 feet in the air, 50 feet. They are big boys. I think that power is like 10 feet tall or something. Alright. Okay, sure. It's probably only going to hit like one of them since they're fairly spread out. Why not? Why don't you just give me like just a base strike roll? No bonus.
I mean, yeah, they do. Are they powered by jets? Probably.
Yeah, and you could like sort of angle the thing so you can like slam it through down the line like you're bowling. Samas power armor bowling. 20. Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah. So you slam the power armor down into the line of like the other sort of line that 0 isn't at, or do you want to go for the ones by 0? All right. So skipping the one he's hitting, you slam down and like ram through 4 of those guys. They don't take a significant amount of damage, but they do get knocked down, so they lose their turn. Oh, well, also he's super gravity, so yeah, he's like on his back. Yeah, like the fuck you penalties of that. Yeah, as long as you keep concentrating on that. All right, so nice. That just reduced 4 attacks from the shots that you're about to take. All right, so then speaking of the shots you're about to take. Yep, I mean, you guys complement each other well that way. All right, so...
Okay.
So 8 Skelebots are going to open fire now. We'll just do 6 on you, Rudge, 2 on 0. So yours, it's going to hit. Well, there's another nat 1. That one.
Yeah, definitely not
It's
mad at this.
okay, so only one of them missed, and then the ones on 0. One of those missed, but not that one. So 1 hit on 0. So 0 takes 9 damage, and you take more than 9 damage.
I love like being the GM in Rifts is one of the best things. It's like, okay, this person takes this large amount of damage, the other person takes a lot more than that.
Yep. 62 damage. Yep. That's from being shot by 5 laser rifles. All in the span of a second.
So it's not recommended to be shot by them.
Yeah.
It's not recommended to be shot by them.
So is your armor still alive? Alright. Okay. Well, it's a good thing you didn't get hit by those other 2 railguns. There's no battlefield now.
Yeah.
Oh, you do have your token on there if you want to subtract that. Yeah, it's up at the top and just kind of sitting there. Yeah, I need the tokens for the initiative, so they're always on there. All right. So that brings it back around to the robot's turn. So the robot is going to try and It's gonna try and grab Willow with its little like vibro claw thing. And by grab, I mean it's gonna try and like impale you and like stick.
Like pitchfork me.
Yeah, he's trying to like stab you like a piece of salad.
Yep. But I'm gonna try and be like that piece of like tomato that doesn't want to get stabbed.
Yep.
Just slides
so
around.
You can try and parry this.
Not 20 bitches.
Yeah, no problem. Not even close. He's just flailing.
I need to like totally get my camera up and going because I'm tired of rolling these nat 20s, and I feel like because you guys can't see them, it's not as cool. Because like, I mean, like I just got my camera. Like I don't have it up and going yet because I'm rearranging the office downstairs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. At least for me and you.
The other one. So one of its too many guns and barrels bristling off of its shoulders, Rudge kind of pops up and points at you, and you see the tip sort of like crackling as it charges up, and it is going to try and hit you with it. It will definitely do so.
Probably try and dodge that.
If you want, you can try and dodge this.
Big guns that crackle are generally not what you want to get hit with. Personal opinion. But seeing as that thing's like, you know.
10? Okay, yeah, that's not enough. Alright, so.
Yo, Rudge, can I have your stuff when you die? Okay. I'm gonna make that a verbal contract over headset right now.
Thankfully, this is the Coalition's version of non-lethal incapacitation. So you take 15 points of mega damage, and it's like a mega taser, basically. You take 15 points of mega damage, and you are stunned. So I believe that's like a -8 or a -6 to strike, parry, dodge, and you are at half attacks per melee.
Oh, neural weapons are the worst.
Yeah. Sorry. -8 to strike, parry, and dodge. Plus, yeah, and then half attacks for 3 melees. And you also see like all of your like sensor equipment and stuff just like kind of go and shorts out. So you'll have to take some time to repair that from the ridiculous amount of electricity that just got shot at you. All right, that's
Rudge.
Now it's Willow's turn.
Okay, so from her point of view, does it look like it'd be smarter for her to try and rip this thing like, open with her supernatural strength, or melt her way through? Just personal opinion.
I mean, it's probably pretty hard to rip open. I don't. What is your supernatural strength? Like
supernatural strength is 23.
Okay. It looks pretty solid. Both of the options are going to take a bit of time.
Okay.
It might be best to.
Like, I mean, I feel like
before you try and force it open, that's probably.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like with her plasma bolt at this range, she should be. Oh, actually, no. What am I thinking? I am stupid. I actually can turn my finger into a blowtorch.
That might help.
That is actually a legit point of one of the powers.
What does that do?
I gotta actually find it here because I haven't used it yet. It's not metal; they're usually ceramic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's composites.
Yeah.
Reasons exactly like this one. There are definitely metal components, but it's just not.
Yeah.
All metal.
Actually, on that note, is the latches metal though?
Because
if they're metal and they're within 5 feet, she could just literally just melt them off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say the spine is basically what's holding it together, and the spinal is made of metal. It's
Yeah,
like the sort of discs that are interlocking all the way
I
down
totally
it.
forgot that was like one of the main reasons why I was thinking this power is gonna be awesome against robots is because she can just like force their emergency hatches open because of metal.
Metal is better for that sort of thing. Hinges.
Yeah, and normally it's protected, so
Yeah.
it's not normally facing some douchebag that can just melt it from the outside.
Yeah.
So she's just gonna do that shit.
All right. So it would be your action to melt through the back of this.
I mean,
robot.
I would even be fair and say take half my actions for this round. Because, like, she's got to concentrate a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point. It is also, like, a pretty... It's, like, goes down the entire length of its back, so...
Yeah.
To, like, get...
Not to nerf myself, but I feel like that would be fair.
Yeah. So you melt through half of it, so your, like, hand is, like, sticking through the, like, molten crack. Like a freaking nightmare. The pilot in there, like, shit! What the fuck is she doing? Or it, more like. Alright, so that's Willow's turn. That brings it to 2-0. Stun yourself out of the stun? Not that I know of.
I do have a question though. Doesn't his environmental armor give him some protection against that? I don't know if there is rules for it.
His armor's broken.
Oh, it was. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I mean, yeah, he would be immune to it otherwise, but
okay.
The electricity damage.
Yeah.
That's why the thing waited until
yep.
lasted a bunch. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Rudge, you should avoid doing that in the future. Getting shot. I told you to dodge. You just didn't do it. The broken one?
Alright. Hey, that's... You're taking out a lot of combatants with that, so...
That's disabling people is what you do.
Oh, no, it's Zero's turn. Sorry, not yours. Right. Alright. So he's gonna disentangle himself from the... Or you can just drag him with... Yeah. Sure, I'll give that a... it would be an attack roll still, but... Try and, like, nom as much as you can off of it. Okay, 19, yeah, absolutely. Real damage. Okay. Cuts its arm off. Knocks the arm with the gun, unfortunately. That arm had a blade on it. So. And I believe there is something like that. The hole provides cover, right? Because it's like, you know, a 3-foot diameter thing. I think that's written in the details. Are you gonna... So there are two angles of attack. There are the guys above and the Skelelots. Which direction do you want to point it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't make any like motions or anything unless you want to. The other guy, that guy might have just crashed. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, so that brings it to power armor guys. They are going to shift back a little bit, and the 3 remaining guys are all going to shoot at Willow because
It's obvious reasons.
Okay. You can't just do that. Come on. They are just going to shoot and hope that they don't hit the thing, because it's already getting bad. Well, that definitely hits. God, I'm rolling like super high or super low. It's good, you don't have to add as much. It's like, well, that definitely hits. Alright, yeah, all 3 of them hit, unless you want to try and dodge Willow.
No, she's busy.
Okay. So this is gonna hurt a little bit.
Oh, I'm perfectly fine.
60 damage.
Ow.
Is that through your armor?
Oh, 25.
You still got 25 armor left?
Yep.
Okay.
That's why she wore her heavy armor.
Yep.
Because she was in hostile territory.
Alright, so that's their turn. Then Rudge's turn.
We need to get you a shield.
They haven't lined up quite as well, but you can still make the strike roll. No, you get your bonuses and then subtract. Although for this, there's no bonus to strike. It's just like a target random or wild shot. No. Yep. Six. All right, you hit one of them. Because yeah, 5. Yeah, you don't it quite not as impressive, not quite as impressive as the last one, but because your every synapse in your nervous system is screaming in pain. So yep, you knock down one of those, and then it's the robot's turn. So they are going to the ones that had gotten knocked over stood back up again, and they are going to kind of like advance slowly, and as they continue to fire, most of their shots will be focused on Zero, I think, just because he seems to be more of a threat now. So this is 11 guys, and they're behind cover. Okay, so that hits. Miss. Hit. Miss. Okay. All right. So, good news and bad news, Rudge. The good news is that of the 2 attacks, I rolled a natural 1, targeting you. I rolled a natural 1 on. The bad news is the other one was an so, hopefully only 2 of them shot at you this turn, but it's shit damage. First. Alright, so 26 damage from the crit. And then So then for Zero takes 80 damage from the hail of laser fire hitting him. Alright, so that is their turn. Top of the round again, the robot.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, the robot is now very focused on not wanting.
Feel free to eject yourselves and run away.
Maybe a little bit. Alright, so.
I mean, just think of your survival chance.
He's gonna try and fork you again.
We'll fork you too.
He's got a.
Oh, that's not as good. I think I got a 13.
22 to fork.
Yep, that's gonna fork me.
Alright. So. Good fork. That was a forkin' good fork.
Oh, really, Easter.
27 damage from the fork.
Oh, just through my armor. Just barely.
So his fork sort of like stabs into you. Not very much because you're made of metal.
Scratch.
Yeah.
Like literally a scratch at this point.
It's mostly like in like the ruins of your armor.
Yeah.
I don't see you have 24 supernatural strength.
23, I think.
23?
Yep, 23.
Okay. So
plus one of my arms is welded inside him, yeah. So
he's not able to dislodge you this turn. Maybe he can try next turn if there is a next turn for him. And gosh, what else? Can't really shoot anything else on his.
I don't want to be like that guy, but he could technically shoot himself with his missiles.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I mean, as a pilot, if that's like...
thought, actually.
What's that?
That was one of the things, like, well, I mean, that would work.
Because, like, I mean, like, if you're inside that suit and that thing's coming through the door one way or another, your best option is to shoot yourself and hope it kills that thing, too.
Yep. I mean, it's not going to destroy the canopy with one volley. Oh, there it is. Alright,
the good old option of trying to, like...
Yep, so he fires off, all three of the loaded missiles there.
Oh, I mean, actually, realistically, his other arm could probably reach back and shoot me, too, just as another option.
Yeah. But he's gonna go with the missiles.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm not dodging because I'm going through this fucking door, so F this guy. And by that I mean ouch, because missiles hurt.
What the fuck? Oh, sometimes I hate this.
What? You hate their layout? No way.
It's the missiles, mega damage. Varies with missile type. Thanks.
So standard for fragmentation is 3d6 times 10.
Okay.
That's either, or no, I think regular is 2d6 times 10, and I think high explosive is 3d6 times 10. I have that under the DM printout, actually.
About to try and get that.
To clarify, because my memory is... It's been a while since I've used missiles.
Yeah.
Let's see. Missiles. What the fuck? I know I put it on there. Did I seriously forget? No way, I forgot to put them on there. Yeah, I think I forgot. Okay, well, I can look them up really quick in the book.
Oh, actually, I think Yep. Missile sets. Alright. Yeah, so the long range ones are 3d.
Yeah, I don't know what type of. I don't actually know that robot, so.
Alright. So. Yeah. Still gonna fire all 3.
3 missiles.
Oh. Oh man. Why? So many. Yeah, that's another nat 1.
I got a question. Are you doing critical failures or no? Because that's a big thing in Rifts normally.
No, I haven't been doing critical failures for this
Okay,
game.
yeah, no, I've been noticing that. I was just curious.
Just because.
Because the critical failures they actually designed it kind of for some of the missiles and stuff, the weapons and jamming and stuff.
I mean, 'cause the thing about missiles, though, is they're going somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
Yeah,
understood.
so. Yeah. They definitely don't hit you.
Like, it's a 3 to 5 mile range if it's a short range, or if it's medium, who the fuck knows where. But if it's short range, man, that's somewhere in the city.
Oh, yeah, no, it's short range.
Oh, man. Like, it's almost guaranteed to be somewhere in the city.
Well, okay, so the missiles go up, and they go down, but obviously they didn't, like, lock on enough. And they're just kind of like raining down in the area of you guys. So I'm gonna roll a dice for each one. For the ground targets. So on a d12, if it's a 12, then it'll hit 0 and Rudge. Otherwise, it's gonna just hit the skeletons. So, no. Alright. That would have been real bad. Alright, so... Five of the Skellbots are blasted to pieces by that amazing missile salvo.
If Willow had 2 hands, she'd clap.
Yeah. And that was... So if that would have hit, it would have been 180 damage to you, Willow.
That wouldn't be through my metal yet.
No, but it would have been rough.
Willow would have been a little annoyed.
All right.
I mean, he would have. No, that would have done damage to himself though too. So I'd have been fine with that.
Yeah, it would have. All right, it's your turn.
I mean, she's just gonna keep trying to get through this door. So your judgment call when she can get through.
It would probably just be this action that you get through the door. So you bust through the door and
just glowing pink eyes.
Like rip it open. I mean, obviously it's like a powered door, so you have to force the hinges open.
Yep.
Supernatural strength. You can do that. The pilot kind of like, well, actually, I think the gunner is on top. But so there's like, you can see both of them, and they're kind of stacked on top of one another, and they both kind of like glance. Well, no, it's like a seat and then divider seat.
Yeah, they stack their seats that way they can fit inside the torso together.
Yep. So they both kind of like glance over their shoulders in what you can imagine is probably panic. But they just
run or die.
What's that?
Willow just says "run or die" in her creepy ass plasma words.
They will take that into consideration. So that brings it to Zero's turn. Maintain shielding. Okay. He can still like shoot if he wants to. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do you know what it is?
First pistol. It's like a pulse laser, I think.
Yeah. It's her pulse laser pistol. It's a revolver pistol. What are you wondering about it? Yes, it's awesome.
6d6.
Yeah, like the primary reason she carries it is to like woo people over that see it. She doesn't need to use it.
He'd have to change it back from annihilation to storage if you wanted to do that, which would be an action. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, I mean that hits. This is point blank range, so nobody's dodging. I believe I said there are 5 that were destroyed. They're all standing. The ones that aren't in pieces. Oh well, I mean they just get knocked down by that. No, because they're not under the gravity effect. They just got hit by a piece of power armor. Hmm. Nine. All right. So yeah, you hit one of them. So the 2 remaining power armor guys. Okay. Yeah, they'll do called shots again at Willow because now that the thing is opened, they would explode their guys if they missed. It's only 2. Yeah. So both of those are going to hit Willow. A total of 60 damage. Although, these are metal flechettes, I'm pretty sure.
Nothing.
Yeah, so